Uh, Avery, you still there?
Yes, sir. We are going to go out to...
we got another caller?
Yeah, we have Nordy in Oregon. Nordy.
Oh, Nordy. How you doing, Nordy?
Good, Big Steve. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm a little sad about the Crosby news, but it just gives me strength. He now belongs to the ages, as they say. So he was a great guy.
I agree.
What's on your mind today? What's on your mind, sir?
Well, I mean, outside of, commemorating David Crosby, and I just heard it while one of your earlier callers mentioned it. I didn't see it yet. Right, so, yeah, it's super sad. Was it Crosby who helped the band with the harmonies on Working Man's and on American Beauty?
He did. That's right. He did help on some of that. He taught those guys some little tricks on singing at that time. You're right.
Very cool.
In American Beauty, he was hanging around. Definitely was doing some singing. Yeah. But it was a thing, like I was saying, in those days, you didn't, everybody wasn't saying, oh, the meter's running. We were friends, everybody was friends in that scene. And that was a beautiful thing where it didn't have to go through the record companies. We bumped into it. Otherwise, sometimes that would be a big deal. Oh, Jerry's going to play on your record. We got to get permission from his company. You know what I mean? We didn't do it that way. We just did it. And so that was a real beautiful thing about the San Francisco music scene at that time. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, my original...
Well know, Nordy. You well know. Yes.
and it kind of ties into that time frame, too. So my original question was, did Bear try to customize acid for certain situations, like if you were a different effect if you were, depending on what you were doing, like if you were outside or at a show or,
No, you see, that the kind of underground chemistry that he was doing is a little haphazard. So sometimes it's stronger, sometimes it's a little not. But it was never a washout. But you couldn't control it like that. You can only do your level best. There's a certain point where you're growing that stuff like a mold. And so he would sometimes fuck up, but he always pointed out that, he was very cognizant of the fact of how powerful it was if you went too far with it, So he never tried to govern that. He didn't want people having rough times with it. So he usually kept it on the safe side as he could. But we didn't realize we were taking heroic doses. We were taking things that were so much stronger than they take now. And that's okay. Right. You don't need them to be that strong. But he couldn't control that. No, he made STP for a while, twice, batches, and he never did it again because that was so powerful. And you were 4 days high. So he just experimented on that. But there's endless compounds, man. DMT that he made was the best ever, man. I've never had anything like that, ever, not anything, because he knew how to do that, and that's a lost art. I'm sure there's people that will argue with me out there. I'm sure they will argue with me. But
everyone will argue forever, but everybody knows that Bear did it best.
Yeah, so. Right. That's right. That's right.
Oh,
but there are lots of people that are striving for perfection. Thank goodness that we strive for perfection on some things, and it's an important thing. And it's going to become more important as they realize how helpful it really is, a tool to mankind and womankind.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I believe that psilocybin and LSD have medicinal qualities. You just have to find the right path to those medicinal qualities. So.
And and there's certain things that have to be done correctly. They're making it so the compounds that they're just doing experimentation now to understand that certain compounds in mushrooms make you feel uncomfortable and some don't. Just like cannabis, there are things in there that you want to dial in. And now we're allowed to experiment. So we're breaking down these cannabinoids. As a matter of fact, I was at Berkeley University on Tuesday. I was asked to come there by a professor who's been experimenting with these things for 20 years under the auspices of the university, and they're coming out with some amazing new medicines and compounds. I'm really excited about it. And they asked me to help them. That's a beautiful thing. But we'll talk more about that too. You'll hear about that. But
No, that's amazing.
There's things, so many beautiful things to unlock in things like that we were once people were afraid of, you know. And you have to be really brave in this world. But anyway,
Agreed.
I think I'm going to have to go now because I want to say some more things about Crosby, and we're coming to the end of the hour. But thanks for calling, Nordy. You're a great guy, and I appreciate talking to you, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Steve. I appreciate it. And once again, rest in peace, David Crosby.
Right on. Yeah, you're still up in Oregon, right? So you stay safe up there,
Oh, yeah.
man. And
I will, and I'll see you down in Ventura pretty soon.
Oh, great. I look forward to it. Talk to you later, my friend. Okay.
All right.
Thank
Later.
you. Yeah. Well, you know, is there another caller, or are we going to just, we were out of time here?
No, we're getting close. You might want to say some words. We can take another caller.
Well, yeah, I do want to, you can give me one more caller, yeah.
Okay,
we
cool.
We got enough time for that. We'll make it quick.
We'll take it over to Rudy in New Jersey.